I'm Stephanie Lombard. This is my husband, Shannon Lombard. We have a 7-year-old daughter named Nina.
Yes.
And a 5-year-old son named Shannon, soon to be 6, and they both attend UCA. It is our second year here, and we're really happy to be here. Nina's in second grade with Mrs. Rutledge, and Shannon's in first grade with Mrs. Serrano. I distinctly remember being at church and hearing Mr. Hoy on stage presenting what UCA school had been doing with their kids and the children that were attending the school, and hearing a report out on the seniors that were graduating, and every senior in high school had a scholarship, had some sort of form of scholarship, whether it be a partial or a full ride. And that really impacted me, because when I left college, I left with $120,000+ of debt. To hear that the children are prepared in such a way at this school with academics and with sports and everything behind them to make them successful to go to college, and then to have that financial burden lifted off of their families and themselves, really impacted me. The fact of the matter is we see that our children are here at home, so to speak. This is their second home away from home. They feel comfortable. We feel comfortable for so many reasons, including education, safety, and just that family feel. And we really enjoy the fact that our kids are thriving here at UCA. And we want to continue to stay committed to the process of having them here on this campus and with this school. Shannon reads fluently. He's 5 years old and he's in first grade, and I think that that's amazing. And he loves it, and he's interested, and he wants to go past the required 20 minutes to read. So to me, that says a lot about the education and the pouring into that the teachers provide here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It seems as though every single teacher knows our children's names. Our children are not just
all the black
a first
shirts.
grader or just a second grader. They are Nina and Shannon, and they know not just our children, but the rest of the children as well.
God loves a cheerful giver.
Right.
And they cheerfully give their time.
Yes.
Every single day.
Yes.
And
patience.
Patience. Patience. So, that without them looking for the reward, they still need to be rewarded.
Yes.
And our school still needs to be rewarded.
Yes.
So for us, when we see the gap, we're like, that should not be there. So what do we need to do to ensure that gets filled?
Yes.
Okay. What do we need to do to ensure that if you have a wild idea and like, hey, I would love to start this project, it's not even a conversation. Okay. Because we have the funding, because we have the resources, because we have the support from the parents.
I think it's truly important to recognize a few things. We're here at a private school because our children are able to learn about faith, God, Jesus, here at this school, UCA. And it's important for us to continue to have those freedoms, to have that poured into our children. That's not an option in public school. And so because that's not an option in public school, there's no public funding given to this school. What happens is there's a shortfall. We do pay a good amount of tuition every year for each child. They need those resources, supplies to support the school and the infrastructure and to pay the staff. And even still, as good stewards at the school, funding is preserved in so many ways to ensure that the livelihood of the school goes beyond just this generation of students. Because we have the best teachers here. They are giving the best care to our children, the best education. For anybody that might be a little skeptical about giving additional funds to the school or to give to a teacher's fund where we really want to support in those critical need times, really consider, I think you should truly consider giving an additional amount, and maybe it's not $1,000 a month or $500 a month. Maybe it's $50 a month or $100 or $25. I don't know what that is for your family, but what I do know is every single one of those dollars that are in addition are going right back to supporting the school or our children or our teachers or our staff members in a very impactful way. And so for everybody, we all have our own budgets. It doesn't matter what our income is. We all have our own budgets. But if you can stretch yourself just a little bit more and know that there's another opportunity for our children, a safer community, a safer campus, whether it be additional supplies and now a new learning tool in their room, in their classroom, electronically, whether it's another tool for the teachers to do a better job with our kids because things are constantly changing in the learning environment. I highly encourage the support to come from within. It means so much. It'll mean so much for you. And it is a blessing, and I do believe God honors those blessings, and He honors a cheerful giver. And so as you give and you come up with that commitment for your family for the year, I want to say thank you personally as a parent who knows that my children are benefiting from your donation, and as a family member of UCA, knowing that our teachers and staff members are benefiting from your commitment. And we are committed to continuing to be a part of that process as well.